Hey there everybody, I'm Action Point Andy and welcome back to the Banner Saga, where in our last episode we actually escaped Einertoft after destroying the bridge, but we are still being pursued by the Dredge as well as their Sunder, the Bellower, the giant red fella that ended up cutting off Ivor's arm. We ended up losing Fasalt during the defense of Einertoft. As you can see, he's not here. And then I think Hakon's group went towards Arborang, I think they said. Yeah, I have quite a group here so far. Onef, so yeah, I still got a bunch of people here on my side. Gnolf joined us, as well as Ubin, so they're also in play, so that's good. That's something. That being said, let's continue our escape. We don't have much renown and we don't have much resources, so... Caravan stops at a split in the road. Ahead, the path leading to Sigerholm veers off into the hills, which are now swimming with familiar black shapes. Dredge that way too, grimaces Avon. The summer path leads straight to Sigerholm, while taking the main road will add several days. They're every way by now, replies Ubin. I suggest we go around past Hawkstorp. Send scouts, start cutting a path through the dredge, go around. I don't think we have enough resources. Courage, you tell your fighters. We've fought dredge before and we won't find peace again until we reach Sigerholm. The caravan turns toward the summer path, where you immediately find yourself face to face with foes. Okay. Oh, there's a decent amount of them. We're about evenly matched? Okay. Let's give it a shot. Charge! We're getting right into a war battle right out the starting gate then in that case, which I'm fine with. Let's give it a shot. Wham that slinger. Right out of the starting gate. Yes! Very good. Get him gone, and Hogun's got his kill. Very nice. Alec can kill that, right? Nice! Yes, she can. Very good. Might as well. There, he got a kill and he got a promotion, so we're good with that then. Get a let another kill. At least that way Ivor's not alone. There you go, Trigby. Trigby's pretty dope. Bamsis. There's another for Ivor. Which is good. This is a fucking doozy of a battle right out the starting gate. There you go. And Trigby got a promotion. I don't know. We're not in good shape. I'm gonna say pull back before they regroup. 24 fighters and 10 Varl. Damn. Well, let's hope that it was worth it, because we just lost quite a few there, in 2 injuries. No matter how many have fallen, there seem to be more around the next bend. This is folly, says Ivor, flicking dark blood from his axe. I'm not one to retreat, but we should turn back. Again, we're already this far. We tried back to the main road. I'll say we tried. I don't want to lose even more of our caravan, and we only have so much food. Any more casualties are had. At least the dredge may think twice about following too closely. That's fair, I suppose. Not what I wanted, but... We're gonna run out... Ah, man. We might run out of supplies, though. A flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere and quickly thickens until you're unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming winds drown out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates and clansmen start to reappear from the soft drifts. This isn't good. I just lost some fighters and fighters in Varl. Now people are being lost in a blizzard. Quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them, and a quick search of the area is not enough to recover all the missing. Let's make a thorough search. Takes time to establish proper search teams, but you devise a way to quickly cover as much ground as possible. After a full day of searching, you find many survivors, but your successes are dampened by a number of frozen bodies and others who have simply vanished. Disheartened, you return to travel. So, that's just a harsh event. And we lost supplies. And clansmen. Oh man, we are struggling. We don't even have any... Oh man. Oh jeez, I think I've made a flurry of mistakes. Ah, we are losing the clansmen. You enter a village of miners who want to know what has been happening recently between the rumblings of the quake and sightings of dredge in the distance. As you look around, you see a lot of elderly and children and know that these people will only be more mouths to feed. Ah, let's encourage them to join. They're gonna die anyway if they stay here. You make a convincing argument about leaving town before dredge sweep through and do a fair job of convincing everyone to be completely terrified. They start packing. It remains to be seen whether you can keep them as safe as you say. 112 clansmen just joined, and we have no food. Oh, we're gonna have to do this then. One renown gets 6? We have food for the new people. I don't think we're gonna rest, though. We're gonna skip out on resting. Let's keep the move going. We have some... geez, the morale might go low, though. Look at that, shouts one of your clansmen. The caravan stops to watch dredge pooling into the village you just passed through. I hope anyone who stayed behind got out alive, says Alette, but you have your doubts. They're coming, says Ivor, pointing out a line of dredge leaving the village and marching toward you. As you watch, the dread in front falls over. Then the one behind it falls as well. You hear a twang to your left. Nid, the archery student of Oddleaf's, who you recall deftly shooting a snow rabbit, is firing arrows down the hill. Another dredge topples. That's incredible, says Oddleaf, squinting. But we should get out of here. Hold on, let her do a few more. The next shot bounces off a dredge armor, but the one after that doesn't, and the Colossus falls to a knee. Another dredge goes down before you get moving again. Yeah, I didn't want to go back because I think we gathered everyone up. Why don't you come along the next time you want to try out that bow, you tell Nid, who nods with a smile on her face. Okay. No, Rena, but that's cool. We have an archer that's now part of our group. So I might need to break just to get rest, but morale too. Consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Accusation of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concerns over daughters' virtues are the sort of things you hear relentlessly. Even fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. Form a council to handle these problems. Split the caravan. Try to address the major issues, carry on and put up with it. Well, we already kind of have a council. Everybody from Scroger is kind of the main group here, so that would be Ivor, Rook, Alette, Oddleaf. I guess, well, Trigby and Eagle were both there, but they don't really take much part in those issues. Let's try to keep people useful. See how this plays out. Firewood collection, scouting, gathering of edibles. Ooh, nice. I love me some edibles. Weapons training and wagon repair. Keep your clansmen busy and usually too tired to complain. Chores slow the caravan, but the resulting peace and productivity feels worth it. Oh, we got more supplies. Let's camp before everybody's unhappy. Okay. Oh, hello. I don't know if we've ever spoken. I'm Nid, your Rook, I know. We've actually been traveling together for a long time. Isn't it strange how you can be so close to people and not know them? Every day I pass people I swear I've never seen before. I wanted to thank you for letting me join you. Have you always been such a good shot? Honestly, I never even tried before Oddleaf made me. I spent my whole life making clothes, cleaning. Oddleaf's good, but I don't think it was all her doing. It feels right. I just look where I want it to go. Anyway, I feel better. The caravan, the people worrying all day and making problems, sometimes they really stew in their misery. I'm glad I can do something helpful. Where are you from? I don't think you're from Skogar. I knew most of the people there. No, I had a house in Frostfeller. Frostfeller? Alright. But we were driven out when the dredge started to show up. My husband died trying to protect our home. My sons and I were thrown out into the fields. I'm sorry. Eccles' men killed my husband. Now Eckel is traveling with us. For a long time I was angry. Why did he get to live? Why did you decide for the rest of us? You look away momentarily, not sure what to say. But I've let it go. I have 3 sons, and I don't want them to grow up with hatred in their hearts. That's why I wanted to thank you. You consider your response. You're welcome. I should be going. Don't think anything of it. We all have our own problems to deal with. Let me know if you need me to put an arrow in something. She returns to her tent where her boys are waiting for her. She has 3 sons, and she's fighting on the front lines with me now. There we go. We only needed 2 rest days there. Let's leave. I really haven't used Gil much. I like the fact that he's here, though. It makes me happy knowing that there's quite a few people from Skogar still here. In fact, I think Fossalt's the only one we really lost, and he was more so a part of Hakon's group than anybody's. Alright. I love the music in this. And the art. The art style itself is just nice. Oh, I like how our group has been traveling for like... What, that's like 4 months almost. They have been traveling with each other a while. The Godstone of Dunder passes around you. In the frozen climates here, it looks like the rock is split and is falling apart, held together only by the deep snow. Curiously, when standing between the stones, the wind drops off completely, picking up again once you've passed through. I almost wonder if we should rest here for the night, says Ivor, who seems to have noticed the same thing. With all the snow around it, Dredge might not even be able to find us. Inspect the Godstone, but move on afterwards, stay overnight. I think I want to move forward, especially with this being icy cold climate, and a lot of our group already have died by a blizzard once. Or we could... let's inspect the Godstone, at least. Along each strand of Dunder's massive beard is carved a different part of his story, and you turn your head to and fro to read it. While the Loom Mother was the first to create, she soon found a counterpart in Dunder who embodied her ideals in a masculine form. Dunder took some of her creations, gave them beards, and showed them the secret of smithing, though many remember him just as fondly for teaching them games and songs of mirth. After a short break, you get the people back on their feet. If the weather changes, we may suddenly find ourselves freezing to death up here. Which is exactly what I was thinking, so that works. There's some wisdom to your words, and so the caravan continues on. I know it! Me and Rook are on the same page, fuck yeah. We smat. Man, we are just trailblazing through our fucking supplies, though. Oof. In the distance, Hawkstorp smolders like an old campfire. Even from here you can see black figures shambling through it. That looks like a dead town, remarks Ivor, confirming your impressions. There's usually survivors, Oddleif reminds you. Check it out, just in case. I hope others would do the same for me. Dredge are nothing we haven't faced before. Ivor grunts, but otherwise says nothing. Besides, it might throw Bellar off the scent a bit. You had a day's march out towards Hawkstorp. Okay. As soon as you step foot in the small town, you think you've made a mistake. Oh, shit. It's thoroughly littered with corpses. Within moments, the Dredge are upon you as though you stirred up an angry hornet's nest. You draw your weapons. Alright. Let's do this then. Ivor, you pretty much have what you need to do lined up there. Let's help those guys out, and then you 3 will take care of these fellas. I like it. Well, actually... Yeah, let's damage the shit out of that one, because Ivor might be able to move right up on the next one and wound it. Yeah, open him right on up. Ooh, you're going against all of them, Ivor. Good on ya. Ooh, damage that one a little too. Good on ya. Nice. Ooh, sassy. What do you think, Trigby? we'll do that. That's fine. Damage him a little bit. Okay. This might corner him a little bit. Yeah! No? You're not going for Ekel? They never really want to go for Ekel for some reason. They just kind of skip right on over him half the time. We don't have any willpower right now. And I'm not entirely sure why. We're gonna have to break some armor then in that case. Like, none of my characters have armor. Is it a move that happened? It's just strange. Luckily, Rook's break isn't focused entirely on willpower, so he can still do up to 6 regardless. There we go. Good. That's 1. There's that. Oof. Ekel could get that one. At least wound him, yeah. Yeah, shit, yeah. Wound him big time. Well, that's getting straight fucked up, but whatever. There's one for Mogoon. See if we can get the Thrasher brother. Oh my god. Get a let a kill. Poor Trigby. Oh shit. God damn it, Alette. Well, it's probably my own fault. I didn't look at the fucking armor anyway. My bad. That's my bad. My bad. There you go. Rick will take out their armor at least for you. Jesus. Ivor's got this one, thank goodness. Now you're going for Ekel, huh? Oh, maybe that's what it stops them from using their willpower. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I get it. Here's another one for Mogoon then. Get him up towards his brother's level here soon. So Trigby went down though, that's a shame. I like Trigby too. 8 renown, which really isn't much. Okay. This town is nothing but ghosts, and now covered in more dredged bodies, too. Remarkably, as you're about to leave, you find an old man sitting quietly in a tattered market stall with a couple items in front of him. He hums to himself as if nothing were wrong and seems to be in shock. Your clansmen gather him into the caravan before you leave. Okay. One fella, huh? Oh, he's got a little market going. 1 renown gets 10. There we go. And I get to keep 10 renown still. Let's do 1. Just to keep them slightly happy. Let's try and go. Hawkstorp. Whew. Use a day of supplies. Scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, he says. Patches a blue mottle her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so lightly. Even just carrying her along could kill her in this state, says a woman. We could be in danger here, points out another. Let's stop and tend. Why not? It would just ruin morale with a little girl dying. As the caravan's tent rise, a fire is built beside the girl who is covered in furs and ointments. Progress is slow, but soon you see the girl alive enough to swallow water and some heated broth. When you wake the next day, a healer tells you the girl should be fine in time. Good. Less supplies, but Oh, I should have brought more supplies. Dang it. Dang it. Shit. Ah, man. You aren't doing well, boys. Girls. Shit. I got a lot of mouths to feed. And not a lot of supplies going. And I can't get Renown to level up my main group. Because I keep having to get the stupid supplies. The Godstone for Ingrid, Goddess of Knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much-needed rest. Ivor shoos some children away from a solitary dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that, you ask Ivor, pointing to the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. Inspect the Godstone. Ingrid's Godstone is carved with ancient runes which don't make much sense to you, though Avon tells you some of the Menders have deciphered them. It's how the Menders learn the language of the gods. Past the largest stone, a long series of slabs contain more writing all the way down the hill. The odd thing he tells you is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be about nearly any topic. Sadly, Avon doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he says. Let's move on. As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from the near main Godstone. Near the main Godstone, the same boy so curious about the dead dredge before shrieking and pointing. For a moment you think it must not have been dead, but then you see that they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Wait, says Ivor, his arm across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop, shouts Ivor, but the curious onlookers have already seen it. What? What did we see this time? Leave it. On the ground before the dead slinger is a small stony figure, its hand searching for something it can't find. That's a baby. Oh. Why do they... Oh. That dredge is a woman? We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time? Oh, on the slingers. Oh, we've been killing women and children then. I did say they looked more feminine. Oh, shit. But are the children right in the backpacks? Leaving them to die. In a war, it's only the males who fight. We've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading, they're running. That makes a lot more sense then. No wonder. They're not here to really kill us. They're here to get the fuck away from something. Okay. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around aghast. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness, something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake, it's all the beginning of the end. Ivor, you knew. Why? Why didn't you say something? Ivor? When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder, during the Second Great War. We called it Rays. Every time we would build our defenses, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Rays deep in a snowstorm, alone. She was nursing. I threw my axe, it twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed a Sunder. When I found my way to Grovheim, the Varl wanted to make me Kender, next to be king. I left, walked until I ended up in Skogar, where no one knew what I had done. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. That is a dark tale, but makes a lot more sense. For a long time, nobody says a thing until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. We can't leave it to die. It's a baby. Technically. And, I mean, now we know they're running from something. Maybe we can raise it to be kind. Argue strongly for showing mercy and humanity. Some of the women in the caravan hesitantly agree to take in the dredge infant, while others are furious about bringing it along. Not long afterward, one of the women comes to you. Its swaddling was being held by this, she says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctly undredge-like. An inscription on the silver almost slips your notice. Persevere. From the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells you. Wish the goddess could throw me some fucking food to feed these people. That would be nice, but thank you for the silver brooch, I guess. Jeez. Anything, please. Something to give me supplies. Anything. A friendly one. Hear a rather loud debate coming from the area of the vault, however. Ivor joins as you approach. Oh, this is a main one. Ubin, you'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of a mead house than battling asunder? No, I'd rather be known for not dying. That's fair. Don't even know what you're worried about. I did this 100 times in the Great Wars. Take some warriors, plow headfirst into the dredge. They follow you into the hills, get lost. Now they're not following you. When you did this 100 times, did they have Bellower leading them? Have you ever heard about the time I hit Bellower in the head with a throwing axe? You're planning to confront the dredge? Careful, my friend. A lot of old history getting thrown around here. The warriors were just noting that there's a damn good number of dredge on our asses. Bellower pulling up the rear. This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks. How about some gratitude? Thought you'd be happy to finally be oldest Varl in the land, Ubin. I'm never happy to lose more Varl, Krumer. Besides, I'm not convinced you're really older than me. Old rivalry you've got here. Comments like that remind me, I've already wasted too much time doing nothing. In the old days, I'd already be halfway to the battlefield by now. Speaking of which, you coming, Ingvar? You could ask Bellower for your arm back. Don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now. Alright then, I'll tell Hatterborg you said hello. Oh, he's just going. Krumer and a good many Uvara warriors head out toward the growing army of Dredge. Oh shit. Is he going to come back? He always has before. But this time feels different, I fear. He took 40 of my Varl, too. Well, I mean, he took the Wormtoe group in that case, right? Good luck to you, Krumer. Ah, jeez. I don't have any supplies left. Someone's been nicking extra goods from the supplies. Of course they are, which they can't do. A concerned woman tells you, counted these myself yesterday, no mistake. This keeps up, we'll all be starving before long. I know. Post a few extra guards to watch the supplies. To deter any further theft, you discreetly place some trusted guards by the caravans. You hear a few people casually pan out the extra manpower, but nobody seems to raise an alarm for now. There's gonna be no food left for them to fucking... And Sigerholm's right there, though. We don't have any food. Gather round, doubters, echoes a shout in the distance as Krumer and his band of warriors break through nearby foliage. And behold the invincible Varl. The caravan is thrilled to see Krumer return safely. Did the plan work, Kasubin? Work, responds Krumer. Of course it worked. Same old dredge. Should be another day or two at least before they even find their own asses. I got renown. And if you apologize, I'll tell how I found these, Krumer says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for a Varl. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie. I don't know what that means, but okay. Yeah, morale's going and I might be losing some clansmen here in a minute. Oh, I hope we make it there before that runs out.
Now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud home sinking into muddy water. A a side effect of the quake.
Shit. Oh, just
What has the
barely.
rest of the world
Just
become
barely.
on the other side of those mountains?
This place looks like it's not doing too grand either, truth be told. One catastrophe to another, says Oddleaf, as you pull in the Sigerholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Avon, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of caravan, you're inadvertently walked into a debate between Oddleaf and Avon. I guess Avon's kind of part of our council too, huh? As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why, what's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Avon. I think Oddleaf's right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up, he was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. I don't know about this one, man. Let's talk to him real quick. I think we need to leave. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno. Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something's happened to her. Are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know, you were pretty exhausted. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What's it like to be a mender? Being a mender? I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father are both menders. The guild is for lots of people now, builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this, so we don't end up scaring people. How does weaving work? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything's part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it, really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of... like I said, hard to explain. Why is Bellower still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Avon gets a faraway look in his eyes. The Sunder blew through it like a tempest. The Varl fell in the thousands. Most of the Sunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to or heading toward Arborang. Bellower stayed in Grofheim, just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einertoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end times? I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escaped the dredge, that serpent set of darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long that will take or what it means even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Arborang. If we can find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance. You think about what you want to say. No more time. It's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about serpents or Sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Ah, jeez. Can I have some supplies? One renown only gets 3? God damn it. Fine. I'm leveling up 1. One person, at the very least. to level 5. And who will that be? Oh, shit. Well, no, Ivor wouldn't be able to make it. Oh, then there's only one choice. Hogun, who fights for his family, is getting the promotion. There you go, Hogun. Good on you, man. Good on you. We'll go ahead and, let's get him a little more defense. That's fine. And confirm. We gotta leave. Rook, wait, please, Avon begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. Avon looks out across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. What do you think? Float across, pay some locals to help. Let's pay some locals to help? I really don't have much in the name of food. The locals become a lot more helpful when you swallow your pride and start offering food for help crossing the river. This may have been a mistake. They give you small fishing boats to borrow and show you the area with the best chance of making it across. You hope your luck holds out as you launch from the shore. Despite, or you suspect because of your vigilance, the locals from Sigerholm don't try anything underhanded, as they take you in their small boats to other side of the lake over several trips. You leave them with a generous amount of food, and they throw back to their town. You hope it's worth it to buy some space from Bellower, but who will have to drag his armies through the mud on foot. So okay, maybe that would have helped us gain some ground at least. But I don't like the fact I just lost a bunch of supplies. And there it goes. It's going. It's gone. My supplies is gone. It's just gone. In an instant. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was hoping I'd get renown or something out of that, but... There we go. Okay. Yep. We just lost a lot. We just lost a few people from that. Ah, shit. Okay. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onuf pulls you aside. Onuf, I haven't spoken to you in a minute. Alright. I have a couple concerns I wanted to speak to you about, he says. In private, you find a quiet place to talk. Okay. I haven't really talked to Onuf in quite some time, so... What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? Well, the idea is we grow bigger by gathering people in. Is this about Eckel? That's an obvious example. I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skroger, they're loyal. Yeah, so that's me, Oddleaf, Alette, Ivor, Gil, Trigby. Yeah, they're pretty loyal. I like most of my other companions too. The Varls and shit are nice. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they die to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Varl? You don't even know half those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man orders now? After everything that happened at Einertoft. They joined us voluntarily. Just Ivor, if they're willing to fight, it's worth the risk. They joined us voluntarily. And they might voluntarily put a sword in your gut, too. What happens the first time the Varl don't want to do what you tell them? If Krumer gave the word, I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest. They could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. What do you suggest, then? I'm curious. I suggest growing some balls instead of hoping it all works out, Rick. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a mender with us. A mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out when his mentor didn't show up in Sigerholm. Avon's just the apprentice? What in the depths is the master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Avon? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Einertoft after tearing the world in half, takes one look at Avon, and bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council? How does that make any damn sense? You might be distorting what happened. Or Avon might be. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook. But it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Oh, well, I don't know what else I was supposed to do to keep him with us then in that case, because... Like I said, I played this before a while back, but I never had him on my team. So I recruited him. Maybe I wasn't supposed to bring Eckel? Yeah, I don't know. Either way, nothing personal. Suddenly you gasped for air when you looked out. What? The fuck? When you look down, Onuf is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs. Am I dying? Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onuf's fighters from Frostvalor leap into action, cutting people down. Oh my fuck. He just betrayed us. Oh, he killed 12 clansmen. As Oddleif turns to fire on the men, Onuf runs... What? What do you mean? He runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. God. Onuf runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Eagle... What do you mean? He just killed both of them? In one clean motion, his blade then takes Eagle in the throat before the boy can grab his shield. Onuf heads straight for Olette. Oh no! Who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Eagle and Oddleif are dead. Gil and Oddleif are just dead? Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onuf clutches Olette's wrists amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. I think I'm just about... Oh my god. Oddleif and Gil are just gone. They're gone. They're just gone. Shit. We need everybody who's left from Skoger here. Alright, let's do it then. We got Rook, Ivor, Trygve from Skoger to avenge our two fallen friends from Skoger. And then we have Krumer, Eckel, and Mogun. Eckel, you're with me because apparently I can trust you more than Onuf at this point. Mogun, I just need you to get a level up, truth be told. And Krumer, you need some kills too. Let's do it. Take him out. Good, you got nothing left. I see, go for the breaker, right? I'm gonna go for this guy's armor. The backbiter. I know your type, bitch! Oh, jeez. Sorry, Kruber. Oh, who is that? Trygve. Alright. Ha, Jesus Christ. Good on you. Crit. Minus 24? That's ridiculous. Krumer's over here fighting like all of them. Bam! Oh, you got both of them? It's going for Ekel. That's a fair play. Fair play. I get it, I get it. Yeah, and he can't do 2 yet. Okay. Mogern. Ooh, you can get him. Dope. Going for... Oh, you're not even going for Ekel? What the heck? I'm a little surprised. Oh, jeez. I don't even know what happened. Where did yesterday go? Let's get rid of the armor. I'm gonna try and get some of the others some murders. Mostly I want to get Krumer a kill, but that's if I can even get him to survive. There we go. Get another one, Trygve. You earned it. Get that filth. At the very least, Trygve's gonna get that level up. There we go. 1 kill for Krumer at the very least. Although I would love another. Good. They're really targeting Rook right now. He was already wounded too, so you kinda get why. Get him, Mogoon. I do love using Rook though. It just gets to have all that power. Hold, Ekel, hold. You're gone. Because Trygve is dope. Let's try this. One of you's going. Yeah, you are. Krumer getting that promotion. Might have cost him his life, but... Or maybe not. They're definitely going for Ekel and Krumer. Oh, maybe not. Jesus Christ, they want Trygve. There you go, Mogoon. Good on ya. Don't know how many more kills Trygve needs, but let's go for it. Let Trygve have it. He's been a fucking MVP this time around. Good on him. Foes lying dead at your feet would regret. Krumer got a promotion. Rook's a little more injured, which he was already injured, so that's fair play. 10 renown, okay. Where is Alette? Shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit. But you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against a tree. Oh, no. No, what? How does that... No, 'cause... Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye as if placed there by hand. Yeah, fuck him! Fuck him, then! Good! He deserves an arrow in his eye, that absolute shit. She looks in your direction and then at Onef. I killed him, she says. But Alette made it in that case. So she was forced to kill a man. Okay. Well, you killed a bad man, so that's good on you, Alette. Good on you. Oh, jeez. Maybe I'm not making it, though. I'm still stabbed, yes? Alette, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest, you're bleeding. Suddenly she is at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Oddleaf, anyone? Oh, no. Ivor, I found them. Just as your sights go black, you say Avon, Ivor, and Alette standing over you. He's going to make it? Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Oddleaf. It's a good thing Avon was here. She's gonna pull through, though it was a nasty wound. We managed to kill most of those traitor sons of bitches and the rest fled into the woods. So Oddleaf made it. And she was stabbed in the back. Gil, I'm guessing, might still be gone, though, as he had his throat slit before his shield rose, yes? There were a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Avon. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Avon frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onif do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. He thought my leadership would get us killed. Utter bastard, all this time we had no idea. Echo killed a good half-dozen of Onif's men. Good on him! Yeah, fucking right. Good on Echo. By himself. He told me Onif was running Frostfeller the whole time. He left Frostfeller behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Echo was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Onif went after those of us from Skogar. That's what I figured. But Oddleaf is okay? Killed Gil. He must have thought with us gone he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst they'd take all the supplies, not that there is any, for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. Where do you draw the line, Ivor? I don't know, Rook. I really don't. None of this changes the fact that Bellower is out there somewhere following us. That swamp around Sigerholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up. Here we are, I guess, with no food, nothing to buy. Okay. Echo. Let's talk. Look, it is. Still not dead. How are things, Rick? I can never guess with you, Echo. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onif attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Why didn't you warn us about Onif? Didn't I? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What did you want me to say? Watch out, Onif's gonna murder your whole family. He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. Okay. Why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it. Puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into over time. He never cared. And I gave up. And did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostfeller, guess I'll just say it wasn't my idea. You're welcome to stay with us. Had no plans to go anywhere. So you're gonna let me walk around with my own axe and everything? That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I could accept that. You're a good man. I need to get going. And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know. You shake your head as Echo steps away from camp. I like Echo. I didn't think I'd like Echo, but I do like Echo. Alright, let's check on Oddleaf since she actually managed to survive. How's the wound? You notice Oddleaf wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure... well, I'm really glad you would have missed me, Rook. She smiles. Wait, isn't the chieftain still around? I don't think he died, did he? Without Avon, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Well, maybe you would, had you took a stabbing yourself. You could say that, that is for sure. I took quite the stabbing, and I didn't think I was making it. I guess things could have gone worse. Yeah, how's your husband doing? Oddleaf's smile falls like a lead weight. I'm sorry, Rook. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. He died in Einertoft. It just didn't seem like the right time to, put that burden on you. I should have said something. It's been lonely without him. I'm glad to have a let around. And you, Rook. So that's another that didn't make it. Damn. What do you think about the caravan? You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. Oddleaf thinks for a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. I'll let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I'll talk to you later. Okay, she flirting with me big time then. And Gil did die. The poor fucking kid is gone. He's not here anymore. He's dead. He got his throat slit because of that. So... Jesus. So, the only other side is Onif is also gone. So, that's 2 characters that I've lost here. Fasalt would make a third one, so 3 that I have lost so far. Fasalt I really liked because of the shield. But, oh man, Gil and Onif. I didn't get to try Onif, really. I don't think I used him once, actually. Gil I did use in the beginning because his shield was kind of awesome, his little barrier thing, but I didn't really use them all that much, so I guess that kind of worked out. Again, I'm not going back. I'm not changing any choices. If some people don't make it, they don't make it, and we're just going on as is, so... They're gone. Gil and Onif are gone. I think it's funny because I'm thinking back to Trigby, and I think he told me not to trust people with helmets at one point, and Onif most certainly did have a helmet. Ekkel has one too, but you can see his eyes just fine. Like, there's no, blocking it. It's not like he's wearing a mask. It's more like a half helm, but I think... if Trigby has any more conversation with me at any point, I'm going to pay more attention to that, I think. Because that might save some lives down the line. So if I had just listened to him. But anyway, tough episode, rough. It's still going to be rough. We don't have any resources, but we're going with it. So, thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Hit the little bell icon, it'll let you know anytime a new video pops up on the channel. Leave me any suggestions, any games you'd like to see in the future, as well as things I can do better. I'm always open to listen. And check out the description for the other social medias I have below if you're so interested, as well as our Discord invite. Feel free to join. Otherwise, you all have a great day, night, or whatever time it is for you. I'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye, everybody. Bye, bye. Bye-bye.